Hi, how are you today? And welcome to Dip and Dish with me, Leta. Well, just wait for another maybe 15 to 10 minutes before breakfasting, and before that I'm going to share with you some recipes, just some ideas for you to have the breakfasting meal maybe tomorrow or the next week. So what am I going to be sharing today? I'm going to be sharing with you today a very traditional Indonesian snack. This is savory and sweet. Savory because it contains rice, and sweet because it contains unti. Unti is grated coconut, which has been with coconut milk and also palm sugar. So it becomes something like this. So more or less I could say it's caramelized grated coconut. So this is unti that has been pre-cooked, which is really easy. So what you do is you dissolve palm sugar and water, and then just add the grated coconut, and then wait until the water is reduced and it becomes like this. So this is a special event. It's Ramadan. So this is what I'm going to make, ketan kuning unti. So first we are going to make the rice. And of course we have to use water and the liquid. But the liquid here I'm going to use santan or coconut milk. But the coconut milk, before I pour it here into the rice, I am going to make the coconut milk yellow. With what? With turmeric. So this is turmeric that is usually the natural color that we use to make yellow rice. And you grate the turmeric and then you add it to the santan. So it's not going to instantly be yellow. And then later on, to add a more vibrant color, if you wish, you could also use food coloring, just one tiny drop. So the yellow color will be more vibrant, but that's optional. It's all up to you. If you want to have it all natural, using the grated turmeric is also fine. Now, to optimize the coloring of this so my hands won't get yellow, what I'm going to do here is squeeze the turmeric like so. And so all of these fresh yellow color comes out. So sticky rice or glutinous rice contains a low amount of fat. And 1/2 cup of sticky rice provides less than 2 grams of protein and less than 1/4 gram of fat. Okay. And of course, last but not least, salt. You just put it inside the rice cooker. And cook, and just wait for it till it's cooked. Now this ketan unti is one of the cakes, we could call it rice cakes, that must be present when there is a birthday or monthly other Thanksgiving event in Bangka Belitung province. And now we just wait until it's a bit cool, and then we're going to mold it. Now, the mold is up to you, what kind of mold, what kind of shape, and whatever size you want. I found this in the market. This is oil. Why I'm using oil, this just a bit. Okay, so first of all, we are going to use the unti. The unti first. I am going to shape it like so. This is a great activity to do during Ramadan. Or yellow rice, like so. And then you press it, and press it. And you put the banana leaves at the bottom so it won't stick to the plate. Ta-da! See, it's cute. This is ketan kuning unti. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Here it is, nasi kuning unti. And don't go anywhere, I still have one more recipe to share. All right, we're ready for the second dish, and this time I am going to make cendol, but just not like the original cendol, but with a little twist. I'm going to make it into a pudding. So what are the ingredients that we need? This is cendol, and this is actually store-bought. You could buy cendol in the street vendors, in the traditional market, even in supermarkets. And usually it comes the whole package because cendol it's not just the rice flour jellies that you see here, the green ones, but it also comes with the coconut milk as well as the palm sugar syrup. So you could use the palm sugar syrup, but for the coconut milk, I prefer to have my own. So because usually the one that are store-bought, they've sort of like make it thin with water and it doesn't last that long. It's not really that fresh. So I'm just gonna use my own coconut milk. And I also have nangka or jackfruit. That's just for the topping. It's optional. You could have it or you could not. And because usually cendol also has nangka in it sometimes, but not all the time. All right, so what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to make the pudding first. I am going to pour this santan right here. And to make the pudding, we are not going to use sugar because the sauce itself is palm sugar syrup. And this is the jelly powder. And you just whisk it. And of course, always when you cook something with santan or coconut milk, you add salt into it. And then later on, we will pour the cendol or the rice flour jellies into here, but that's just later after this is all incorporated. This time I'm going to make the cendol pudding because pudding can be a refreshing and delicious iftar dish, especially when it's served cold. And of course, it's also a healthy and refreshing food. Okay, so we've cooked this halfway. Now I'm going to pour the cendol in, like so. So you're probably wondering if you're not familiar with cendol. So how do you usually eat the cendol? In what way? So usually, if you go to traditional markets or when you go to the street vendors, the cendol itself, it will be served in a glass, usually in a large glass, a pretty tall glass. And then they put ice in it, and then they put the jelly, these green ones, that is made from rice flour. Then you would pour in the santan, and then you will add the palm sugar syrup. So we're gonna wait for a while. I'm just gonna wait it to boil, and afterwards, I am going to pour it into this dish. The smell of coconut. So if you've seen some episodes of Dip and Dish, as you can see, traditional Indonesian dessert is very, very simple. There are only, well, mostly there are two key ingredients, which is coconut milk, and also palm sugar. And then there comes the flour. Now, usually there's rice flour in it. And for the fruits, mostly is banana. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to boil. And I am going to pour it into the dish, and we'll just let it set. And we're done making the pudding, and we'll just wait until it sets. The pudding is already set. Now I am going to cut it into pieces. There you go. Look at that. This is the cendol. And you just pour syrup here. Because this is already sweet, that's why I didn't add sugar into the pudding. And for the topping, so this cendol pudding is a great way to break your fast. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you will join me again tomorrow for other recipes right here on Dip and Dish with me, Leta. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a blessed Ramadan.